Let's take a moment to focus on you. It's often easier for us to make sense of the world around us or to see what's going on in other people's lives than to actually self-evaluate and take a look at us. What's going on in our life? So for just a moment, I would like to focus on a story starring you. We're going to journey a little deeper inside, and I'm going to take you into a concept called the Condominium of Self, where we walk deep within your story. Now, this Condominium of Self is more of an abstract condominium. I want you to think about the inner you. A condominium, a shell, a space where you house the other individuals in your lives, your thoughts, your events, your future, your vision. This Condominium of Self is where you compartmentalize every aspect, element, and relationship in your life. It is within this Condominium of Self that you live, that you thrive, that you grow, or that you remain a captive, often feeling that anxiety and fear can take over. As we journey deep into this Condominium of Self, I want you to try to be honest with yourself and really take this to heart in order for it to have the full impact. Now, within this Condominium of Self, out front, I want you to picture the bellman. Now, this bellman represents your inner you, your inner self, that inner voice that sometimes gives you just a little bit of warning or advice, or maybe you feel intuition on individual. This bellman is going to help you make decisions as to who enters this Condominium of Self. Listen to it, trust it. For some of you, your condominium might have felt like you just had a house party, or it's a wild, crazy event where you can hardly get any moments for yourself. You may not even know who's currently in this Condominium of Self. You have so many relationships and so much noise that it is so crazy you can't even hardly hear yourself think. You don't know who's coming and going. You don't really see where you're going. It often can feel like too much. Some hints, maybe you think, I wish life could slow down just a bit. That's a common indicator that there's just too much going on within your Condominium of Self. Another hint could be, I wish I could. Maybe you feel like there's something more that you want to do, but you just find you don't either have the time to do it, or you maybe just don't know how to do it, or you often wonder, could I even do that? We're going to take a moment to slow down that party. We're going to take a moment to help you identify and take a look inside your Condominium of Self. What exactly does this mean? What does this represent? How does it represent freedom for me, or liberation, or organization, or just peace? One of the first tips is that you must listen to your inner bellman and evaluate the individuals before you let just anyone in. If someone's hooping and hollering out on the street, they don't necessarily need to come in. It's okay to have some parameters for yourself. After we do this self-construction and this reconstruction in the Condominium of Self, you're going to want to keep it cleaned and organized. Let's dive deeper and go into what this Condominium of Self can look like. Your Condominium of Self should be a warm and welcoming place. This is your lobby. Your lobby is a reflection of you. You hold nothing back, no inhibitions. Everything represents you and who you are. You welcome everyone inside. Once they get past that inner bellman and you recognize that it's okay, they're not destructive to your inner core. Now, not everybody may enter in your elevators. Your elevators are where these relationships and these individuals that you welcome in your life will go to that next level. You will welcome everyone into your lobby where they can have a place out of the cold, and you will show them love. But then now you will decide who comes up into the next level in the floors of your condominium. I want you to consider your condominium 10 floors. The top floor, the 10th floor being the penthouse. And then each level up, starting from floor 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and as it continues to go up, those are deeper levels inside of you. Those are close relationships. Here are some examples of what that might look like. Your lobby is for newbies and newcomers, where you give people a safe place, a general outline and a concept of who you are, and you can get to know people a little bit better. First floor is acquaintances. Second floor might be for colleagues and neighbors, and third floors maybe for clients, people you work with, or possibly those you mentor. Fourth floor, your mentors or your coaches, people that pour into you. 5, maybe general friends. And then 6th floor, maybe your best friends or extended family. 7 could look like close family, parents and siblings. 8 could be your core family, your children. And the 9th floor, maybe your spouse or marital relationship or a significant other that really is close with you. And then 10th floor is reserved for you and your spiritual entity, guests allowed. Now I want you to notice not anybody can just access your penthouse. Your penthouse is under lock and key. You may invite people up, people that are close to you. This is where your inner self dwells, maybe in a sexual relationship or an intimate relationship. But it is reserved for you in your spiritual connection. This is a place where you have solitude, where you have peace, where you can think and you can have clarity of mind. This is a place of reflection and serenity, whatever this may look for you. It is a place where you rest and regroup. Maybe where you meditate or you pray or you journal, but you step away from the noise. It is a place for intimacy, where you bear your most intimate soul and connection and you share that with someone else. It is a place to detox and cleanse, where you go to wash, to clear out from the day before. A place to plan and work on you. What is your plan for life? What is your vision? Creating your vision boards. Plan your day. Set yourself up for success. You deserve the chance to be healthy. And that often begins by first understanding this condominium of self. Do you need to do some house cleaning? Do you have a crazy house party going on currently in your condominium of self? Is it time for you to ask some people to leave? I can't urge you enough. Do some reconstruction. Do some renovating. During renovating, people aren't always hanging out in the hotel. You may have to ask people to just step out, or you may have to remove some individuals for just a moment while you figure out what this condominium looks like, what your lobby is going to look like, what your floors are going to look like. And then you know what? Re-invite everyone in for the grand opening. But gift yourself the chance to work on you, to gather the concept of what that looks like. Now, especially for those of you that are recovering from a brain injury or TBI, things could look awfully different. Life changes, things change. This exercise can be so effective in just regrouping and recreating a new vision for your future. And just for everybody, so many people are so afraid of letting people in because they're so afraid people are going to get too close too fast. And sometimes just seeing the separation of floors can let you see that your lobby is you. Invite people into your lobby and feel free to show them you. Give them the gift of your originality. Give them the gift of all of you and who you are, and let it decorate that. But understand that you reserve some other levels where you can decide where people go. And ultimately, gift yourself your penthouse. Gift yourself time to reflect, to meditate, to self-evaluate, to create your vision, to rest, to detox, to restore. Invite someone in when you're ready. Give them all of you. But remember, your penthouse is reserved for you and your spiritual entity. Go there when you feel anxious, when you feel overwhelmed, when you need to relax. And then come down through the floors. Decide what floor you'll stop on and who you'll visit when and where. But when you do, be authentic. Be vulnerable enough to gift yourself to know that it is safe, because you are in control at the same time as you release control. Live. Liberate yourself. When I got this concept in my own life and this came to me, it truly took me to the next level. It was a beautiful place when I realized it was okay for me to go to my penthouse, to regroup, to refuel. It is where I learned so much about myself. It is where I came up with much of my material that I share with you today. I hope that the Condominium of Self in this exercise blesses you as much as it blessed me. And I look forward to sharing, for you guys to share with us and hearing, if you care to share, how this has impacted your life. Don't be afraid to put on your hard hats, and remember, sometimes things look messy before they look good. Sometimes things look almost like a disaster zone. Put the red tape up. It's okay. Demolish, tear down some rooms, rip up the carpet, kick some people out if you have to. It's okay. Gift yourself a beautiful condominium where you can welcome others, and they will come and they will feel at home, and they will feel that it is a place they want to return. Your Condominium of Self will be a place that blesses others. But first, you must construct it yourself. Grace, blessing, and gratitude be with you while you do this exercise. Thank you for opening your hearts and allowing me to accompany you on this journey.